It broke. You gotta turn it right there. Hear about this?
What's up?
Hello, hello.
What is going on, good people? Welcome to this week's episode of Everyday People, Everyday Conversations. I'm one of your co-hosts, Tiffany D. Collins.
And I'm your girl, Tiffany Tifco Joseph, and I'm going to drop nuggets tonight.
And I'm your girl, Anika Roseboro, better known as
Nika Rika.
And what up, peace? This your guy Vashawn holding it down for the men and all the bros out there.
So
All right.
make sure y'all stay tuned until the end of the show and make sure you chime into our hot topics and our main topic.
Yes, indeed. And also go on Facebook, like and share our page, Everyday People, Everyday Conversation. Also, peruse on over to YouTube and check us out at Epic Talk Show as EPEC Talk Show. You can also Google us, hashtag Epic Talk Show.
And go ahead over there to IG to Epic Podcast. We all over the world, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, indeed.
Well, listen, good people. Y'all already know what time it is. It's 7 o'clock. It's Monday. So head on over to your kitchen. Go grab your water, your Kool-Aid, your soda, your wine, whatever it is that you drink, and get ready to talk to us because we are going to have a two-way conversation.
That's right. And y'all, I just wanted to say, so I was on my way to the store today,
Mhm.
and while I was driving, for some reason, I just felt like crying. I don't know why. You ever get that feeling where you just feel like your mind is somewhere else, and you just feel like I'm crying, but you don't know why you feel like crying.
Wow. Is
Well,
that the blue?
normally I feel like I know why I want to cry. I just cry, but it could be signs of being overwhelmed, stressed, or depressed. Those are three things that all of a sudden you just want to cry. It's a moment that you feeling one of those emotions, being overwhelmed, excited, and anxiety or something, depressed, or even just sad at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think I'm depressed, but definitely stressed.
You probably
and
stressed.
Also,
overwhelmed.
you're stressed and overwhelmed. You got a lot. You got a film coming up. Hey, just a normal hustle and bustle of life can stress you out alone. That a family and things of that sort. Sometimes you just need a break from everything.
I've had instances where like I start crying for one thing, but then I think about everything else and the floodgates just come on. I'm like I was only thinking about this one thing, but then I sit there and I start thinking about everything that's wrong, and it just start flooding. Yeah,
So do I want to ask y'all a question? Do anybody look at themselves when they cry?
yeah,
I do.
yeah.
You do that too?
Mhm.
Nah, I ain't never did.
I done been at the bar.
You just
Well, like
Y'all go to the mirror.
Yeah, I just been
that be so that be when all the other thoughts start coming. Like I'll be thinking about like, okay, I could have, just found out something
Crazy,
today,
man.
and then I look at myself in the mirror, then I start thinking about who I missed from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like I start thinking about all types of stuff. I'm like, I was just thinking about this, but I done went back 20 years.
Now you look like you're about to cry right now.
Yeah.
Don't cry.
Went back
Dry
20
your eye. Well, Nika, what you think it is? You say stressed and overwhelmed?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So what type of measures you going to take to help yourself?
Well, I need to take a break. Every now and then, we all need a break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A mental break.
A mental and physical
Mhm.
break. So
Mhm.
that's what I probably have to do. Just take some time, take maybe a day or two, and just focus on me.
Now listen, on my way up here, I heard this little pose, y'all, and I want to ask each and every one of y'all, what would y'all do if this was? So there was a woman, and she was on her deathbed,
Mhm.
and the doctors literally said that she's on a slow decline, but within 9 months she'll be dead. She'll be onto a wheelchair, from the wheelchair to not moving, and her husband is trying to honor her last wishes. And one of her wishes was to be with her ex
What?
before one more time.
Is that right?
No, wait till.
Okay,
No,
so
wait.
y'all tell me
No.
what would y'all do?
Her ex would.
What would y'all grant her dying wish?
Listen, I'm sorry. I know this is a true story, but I gotta add a little bit to this. I'll be like, girl, go die. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
If you think I'm gonna grant that wish, I'll be like, we about
So
to
that's
expedite it.
she has a husband that?
Yeah, so she wanted that. I mean, and what would you do? Okay, you a man.
I'll ask first of all, you really want to go to hell for that? We married.
Yeah.
That's what I would ask her first. And then if she give me the answer now, whatever, then I'd be like, okay, cool. So is it
I'll be saying maybe
is it-
next lifetime.
is it okay?
Right.
Is it okay I get with my ex before you die? That's what I would ask her.
Yeah, yeah.
And see what she say.
Oh,
You
that's
know?
a good one.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one right there.
Yeah. So
Hey.
if she'll let me do it, I'd be all right, cool.
Because I'm like, excuse me.
That is
The
that.
audacity.
That is sad. You know, you mean tell me your body is here with me,
Mhm.
but your mind is on the other side of town. That's what it's been, huh?
So what
Yeah.
ended up happening? Did he grant that wish?
We don't know. I think he was, trying to honor her. And one guy on the talk show said, man, look, if you let that happen, you might as well sit there and watch.
Might as
'Cause
well.
You weak.
You might as well watch it.
I'm like, no, I ain't granting that wish.
and like it.
I ain't granting that wish. And if I find out you went and did it, I'm gonna expedite this for you.
Dang.
Big Sharp said, I don't think I could grant that wish. Hell no. And Mr. Woo,
Hey.
you done lost your mind.
I mean, you know, like, how do you respond to that? That is just so disrespectful.
I'd be like, that'll be one wish that will never get granted on my watch.
Oh my goodness.
No. Because to me, like, so that really speaks volumes, because really, okay, so your life can end any day now, and you're thinking about stepping out on me. Like, really? Like, this is what we've come to. Like, we're at the end of life.
Yeah.
And you want to step out on me.
And you know, like they always say, good deed make you go crazy.
Listen, I tell you what, give me that insurance policy and knock yourself out.
What you say, Tim?
Give me that insurance policy, go knock yourself out. Hope he knock you off while y'all do. No.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it's just that, she I guess she being honest with herself.
How
But-
old is this lady?
I don't have the age group.
I'm like, well, you be honest with yourself. Don't share that with me, because I ain't fulfilling that fantasy. Sorry.
Yes, it's just say, y'all, listen, do you know who you married to? Do you know who you're married to? What's going on right now with the the government now? They threaten, they have more threats now. Our president is
Losing his mind.
what he is
Well, he
messing with
never had it.
Iran now. I mean, we can't fight all these people now. We can't fight 3 different countries at one time.
Yeah.
Guess
So what
not.
he doing with Iran?
He don't want them to make
Nuclear weapons?
nuclear weapons. Back on that.
Well, yeah, they've always been on Iran about that, but man, they got them. I think every nation in this world has them, and the U.S. has to be stuck on stupid to think that we're gonna have them and nobody else not gonna.
Well, they were saying that the people
You
not sensible enough to have those type of weapons.
Well, neither of these skinheads and racists right either, and we got them, and they ain't government. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's tit for tat at this point.
Well,
You know?
I don't know what's going on in Iran, but I do know the prices in the grocery stores keep rising higher and higher, and at these restaurants.
Man,
Yeah, I think I bought some eggs and they were $11.42.
God damn, how many was it?
It was a big pack.
I mean, I know-
That's why they say we gonna be painting some potatoes.
Or the plastic one.
Oh man, them
They
plastic.
lost their mind.
Look, they gonna go up on them plastic one during Easter.
Nah, we gonna buy some potatoes and paint them suckers.
Oh,
I'm trying to
man.
play with y'all. That's crazy.
That's something else, guys. We are living in some different times, y'all. Do y'all feel it?
Yes,
Do y'all feel
I
secure?
feel it. No,
You don't feel secure?
no. I
Do
mean,
you
I feel secure.
sad?
I feel secure in the way of knowing, okay, no matter what's going on, I don't feel secure in my government, absolutely not. But I feel secure in knowing that God got me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, like I know no matter what, like I know at the end of the day, God is gonna provide my needs, but my government provides me no type of security, no type of safety net, nothing.
Because we need some explanations on what you're doing. You know,
Yeah.
You
out here wilding out.
yeah. That's this. I mean, I feel very uncertain. Every time something come on the news, I'm like, should I be planting the garden? I don't have a green thumb. But you know, should I be planting the garden right now? Should I be stacking up on groceries right now? I know one thing. They have this little radio on Temu, and this thing is it have charge on it. It has all kind of stuff. In case the lights go out, this stuff go out. I feel like when you start messing with different countries, we should be prepared.
Yeah.
And everybody should have some type of safety kit or avenues in their homes right now.
Right.
Don't get caught, you know, naked.
Don't get caught slipping. Yup.
No,
Absolutely right about that.
Do y'all have things at your house ready for if anything was to happen?
You know, we need to get those we need to get a generator. Like that's one thing we said after Burrow that we was going to invest in, but we ain't invested in it yet. But I think no, I think we need to go ahead and get a generator.
That's exactly what I need for my house.
Yeah.
I'm like you. I be saying it every month. I say it every month, and I still haven't got one yet.
We need to get a generator. It ain't got to be the fancy kind, just a simple kind. Yeah, simple. That'll keep the fans running.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's what Temu have, that little small one.
They cost $60 or something.
I don't think it's that much, but it enough to light, you know, a fan or a light on your phone charge and stuff like that.
That's all I need.
Yeah. I also got them on Amazon. I think also you can buy like different sizes, so you can like buy one that runs like a portion of your house or a portion of your apartment, whatever you live in. You know, it just depends on the wattage that you get.
I just say, y'all, we just gotta be prepared. You know, we can't take nothing. You're not, just because you're being prepared don't mean that you're afraid. You know, Noah knew something was happening, but he was making preparations for it when it did happen. He kept building the ark. So there's always a warning before destruction. Yeah, and we've been warned.
But Noah had a good had a voice leading them though. He had good insight on that. You know, well, the heads up of what I'm trying to say. You know, the Lord actually spoke to him. Hey, Noah, I'm gonna flood this place. Go build that ark. You know, he don't do that. He don't do that nowadays.
Well, God spoke to us through the word in Revelation.
We don't want to read.
Yeah. Have y'all ever read Revelation?
I've read the entire book.
Yeah,
I read the entire book.
Me too. Was it scary?
It scared me when I was in college.
I was scared. I didn't want to go.
I mean, it didn't scare me, but it opened my eyes. And it opened my eyes, and it made me realize that the Lord is telling you exactly what is going to happen.
It scared me straight. I would say this because I think I've said this on another show. Like I read it my first semester in college, and it scared me straight from wanting to sin in college, from wanting to like mess up and like it scared. I want to say to this day that reading that my freshman year is probably the best thing I did to keep me out of trouble.
Yeah,
my college years. I'm serious. I think if I didn't read that, I don't know if I would have kept on the straight and narrow the way I did.
So you mean it would have never been no series, The Walk of Purity?
Probably not. I'm serious. That scared me because my thought process. Every time I thought about going there, Lord, what if he comes back and I'm in the act of doing it?
Yeah.
What if he comes back while I'm doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like I
can't explain that away.
But listen,
I be thinking like that.
I know one person wouldn't be scared. That's that guy on Beauty in Black. Because when his mama walked in that room, he just kept going.
See,
and I was like, now if you don't stop for your mama,
boy,
baby, I don't think you'll stop for Jesus neither. Unless you strike you on your butt.
You gotta, I mean, something gotta put like a little good fear in you.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people like to, I ain't scared of nothing, I don't fear. You gotta fear something.
Yeah, like these side pieces. I'm a side piece just as happy. You
shout out to the side pieces.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out to you, February 15 people.
It comes from the delegation.
But I do want to give a shout out to my girl Kashina Lachey. She her movie just dropped. 2 episodes just dropped on YouTube.
That's
Make sure
great.
Y'all go to my page and check it out. You can go to my page or you can go to YouTube page. Type in Layla's Love Story.
Hey, go on, Layla.
Congratulations.
Kashina Lachey.
Go on, Kashina. Thong Kashina, congratulations.
indeed.
That's so
Not
good.
only that, I'm gonna just announce it early. My movie I'll be filming my movie on
April 5th.
April 5th called The Perfect Neighborhood.
Yay, and I'm in it, y'all.
This whole panel.
Yeah, I'm in it,
Well,
and
not
I'm
in
her
it.
PA.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
Tipco is my director. And Michonne is one of the leads.
Yes, we
This
all
is gonna
attached
be-
to it.
Everybody in this group is writing film. She's getting ready to start within not right soon.
2 months, yeah.
Yeah.
Our first film day is gonna be May 17th.
Yeah, the Walk of Purity. This is the second series of Walk of Purity. When we rewriting, child.
We
Rewriting.
rewriting, and guess what? Everybody on this panel attached to that too.
Hey, when one of us aren't working, we all work.
Already.
And I would like to officially announce, because look, I ain't got my official announcement.
Okay.
I'm a member of Houston Hollywood, y'all. I got my shirt today.
Houston
Woo!
Hollywood.
I got my shirt today.
Houston Hollywood. Houston Hollywood.
Yeah.
Right there, right there.
Yeah, so
We can't escape each other, y'all. Everything we find a way to like incorporate
Yeah.
ourselves into like each other's projects some kind of way.
What's that song? Finding My Way Back to You. We, because we got really, really creative people up here on this stand. And one thing that we do have, and that's no doubt, is that we have endurance.
Mhm.
We work through sickness, we work through pain, we work through death, we work through everything,
Yeah.
and we still come here every day to make sure that we come here for you guys every Monday so we can talk about it and chat. And we hope that when you invite us into your living rooms, that y'all enjoy us as much as we enjoy seeing you. Some people I look forward to on this show that I don't talk to all week long that's on this show, and especially you, Paula. Thank you so much for always watching. And who else got people on there? Gerald, Eleanor Griggs, and all of the other people that's on here watching today. Y'all got any shout out to anybody?
So we got Tiffany McDonald, that's my pageant sister. Hey sis, she says
Hey.
congratulations to us. I said Sister Coach Woo Woo was watching, and I have William Batts, and I had James Autry. Who else? I have Mary Province, Millard Smith, Kay Savage Walker. Thank y'all for chiming in, y'all. Thank you.
Theo, help me out here. Make sure I don't miss nobody. We have Mick Sharp.
Hey, Michelle.
We have Sean Tootie.
Hey, Tootie Woo.
We have Amaya.
Hey, Amaya, pretty girl.
We have my teacher, Miss Sullen.
Hey,
She comes in
teacher.
every week. We have Mr. Kenneth Sanders.
Hey, Mr. Sanders.
Of course, we have Coach Woo Woo Woo.
Woo
Woo woo.
We have my sister, Marcella.
Hey, Marcella.
We have Yana.
Yana.
Deshaun, help me out here.
I
Keisha
think-
Harris. We have Keisha
And
Harris.
Hey, Keisha.
We have Keisha, and Marlon is in her film.
Oh, yeah.
Go, Marlon.
Y'all, oh my God, y'all have got to see this.
And we'll be filming that this Saturday.
Yep, and we have Miss LaKenya.
Hey, LaKenya.
What's happening?
But listen, guys, I forgot to announce also, I wrapped on my film, PTSD Silent Wars, and that will be coming out soon, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big eight, the big eight.
The big eight is
Yes.
coming. So we excited about all this writing up here.
But
You
Sean,
know,
when you gonna write? We want to get yours.
we've been trying to get him to
But
write.
he be up in all our stuff.
Hey.
Well, you can write a cartoon if you want to.
hey,
We ain't gonna be mad at you. You can write a cartoon.
I'm about to think about that. I think about that. Because I'm really not a writer.
But Sean just want to act.
Yeah, I get out there and act the fool,
Yeah.
Okay.
or just
Write some on Curtis Cup.
other than that, because I wrote a lot of stuff for Curtis Cupcake. I actually wrote the monologue that was in Screwed Up Christmas.
Okay.
I wrote that.
Come on.
Okay.
But you
Yeah.
know,
I didn't know that.
Well, you know, yeah,
Did you get the credit for it?
yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
yeah,
I didn't
So
know
you
that. I
are
got
credited
listen.
writer.
yeah.
But Sean will be
And
coming out with this movie.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
You are a credited writer.
Oh man, I might, yeah.
We can
I
go
might
and look
do a
at
little
those credits and see
something.
that you wrote that monologue. Come
Do
on.
we have any writers out there? We want to send a shout out to you. If you're a writer, producer, go ahead and let us know in the inbox so we can send a shout out to you. We love collaborating, working with everybody. Also, if you would like to be on this show, go ahead and inbox us, and we will let you know how that you can be a live guest on the show.
Yes, indeed, y'all. Yes, indeed.
So, hey, I got a hot topic. What y'all think about Miss Jasmine Crockett?
I like her.
Yeah,
The black lady's talking all that trash.
yeah.
What happened?
baby.
I don't
Yo.
fill me in.
Boy, she is going in on these Republicans and
Yes,
Trump.
she is, honey.
You need to go on YouTube and
She
just
telling
type
like a T.I.
Jasmine
Jasmine
Crockett.
Okay.
She's out of Dallas, Texas. She's a representative in the House.
Oh, okay.
Right? But she used to be a lawyer. I mean, she's a very successful lawyer.
Okay.
You know? But she had to quit her practice to go into the Congress, right?
Mhm.
Oh man, she's on them Republicans. She's,
Oh yeah,
hey, when you
I love.
clapbacks and everything.
I'm
Man,
behind.
when she do interviews, it's just like she roasting.
She
folks.
said that the king and queen, Donald Trump and Elon Musk, and you can pick which one,
Yeah.
who it is.
Oh man.
That's her words.
Mhm.
You know, I said, wow.
That she is going in on them. and
We
all
need
that.
we need people to step up and talk about what's going on. And then, it's not too much to name call and mudsling, but to talk about the facts.
She's telling
Stay on
the
the
truth.
facts. She stay on the facts.
Mhm.
Because we got Pastor Jamal. He's on them too.
Yeah.
Pastor Jamal, he told them to pull up on him if they got a problem with what he said. Pull up on him at the
Oh,
church.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
They put up on
He
them.
said, pull up on him. But everybody else all quiet. But I'm glad that people are starting to speak up and not just let him do what he want. Just this latest thing on the news this morning, I heard that the Venezuelans, he rallied up all of the Venezuelan gangs
Mhm.
and member, and he was taking them back to Venezuela. But the Supreme Court told them to turn the plane around and bring them back.
Oh yeah, they fighting it right now.
And Trump said no. He did what he wanted to and kept going.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he did.
He sure did.
Oh wow.
Oh my God.
Kept him. He put them up in there so quick, fast as they can. They all got getting off. Yeah, he sent them to there. The Venezuelan president said, "Oops, too late." But it's a lot of what Trump is doing by doing that. Is a lot of lawsuits are coming in and out, and it makes it hard for them to fight these lawsuits when you making moves like that. You got to be strategic in what you're doing.
Right. Don't
We
put raggedy.
Yeah, we understand what you're doing, but you got to do due process, and everybody's allowed that due process. So
Man, Trump don't care about no due process.
That's what
That
he
man
said.
is
He- and
wilding
that's
out.
exactly what
You know,
he said.
and that's exactly what we get because I'm a part of this country, and that's what y'all voted for. Because I did not vote for Trump at all. And he said
And the Latin community, y'all voted for
They
him.
did
Donald
exactly.
Trump, Donald Trump,
And he-
president.
as soon as
Donald
he
Trump.
got-
I love you, Donald Trump.
What's happening?
Donald Trump, Donald Trump,
Out there kicking it, man.
Donald
Man,
Trump, Donald Trump,
Man,
Donald Trump.
Really.
MAGA.
Got in office, man. And started deporting us.
Immediately.
Man.
Yeah,
Out of them,
immediately.
And then
Donald Trump, boy.
and
What
then
the
all the black Republicans that was on Donald Trump's side to help him get into office, he hasn't gave either one of them in
Not
a
one of-
position in his cabinet.
Not
None
one
of
of
y'all, you dummies.
Mhm.
Right.
He just using, which I ain't mad at Trump because Trump, he is who he is. I
Yeah.
understand and know who he is.
He's
So
the
I can't-
narcissist
so
that he is.
Yeah, I can't get mad at Trump because he's doing exactly what he's supposed to be. What he's
My thing of it
been
is,
doing.
if he would just let us know his route and what he's doing, maybe it'll make sense.
He don't need
Maybe
to know.
he's doing something that we don't know about and it's above our pay. You like Donald Trump? Donald Trump? Donald Trump? What happened, Donald Trump?
Oh, man.
Donald Trump?
They were happy too, man.
That's good for y'all. I mean, y'all see it. But this comedian Jeffrey, he always talk about him. They had a big party too with they MAGA hats on.
They did.
Donald Trump.
Oh, they were kicking it.
Donald
Wild
Trump.
now. I said, man, they tripping. Talk bad about the black people.
Yeah.
Voting for
Yeah.
Kamala,
'cause
man.
y'all
Mm,
think y'all special. Y'all don't realize all minorities are here from the black person shirt tail. Black America. If it weren't for black Americans, none of y'all would be here. We fought that fight. And we was never selfish people to fight for ourselves. We fought for everybody, black, brown, yellow,
Yeah.
red. And then y'all come here and think y'all white. You're not. You ain't special.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
You closer
Donald
to
Trump.
us than you want to
Donald
admit.
Trump. Donald Trump. ¿Qué pasó?
We are
Donald Trump.
minorities.
Mhm.
Well, we got to deal with them for the next 4 years.
and I'm not.
Nothing we can do.
And I'm not standing up and protesting for none of your ninjas out there, man. You know, the Mexican, the Latinos, everybody who voted for Trump and know and talking about now they talking about, oh, where the black people at? Why y'all not out here with us protesting?
No.
Why are we gonna protest?
We didn't vote.
Y'all protest with us.
And we didn't try. We
always
tell
fight for everybody. We always fighting for everybody. And then when we fight, it's we on our own like Patti LaBelle.
So yeah.
On our own.
What?
So we
Once again.
Oh, man.
So
We'll send you the link right quick.
Shoot, this is ridiculous.
Oh,
And you know, you want to be for your government. You know, I want us to do well,
yeah.
whether it's Republican or Democrat. I want us to do well, but I don't want us to be just some straight taking a bullies out there.
Dictator. He's straight up a dictator, man.
Taking people land and changing the name and all that. You know, let
Yeah.
me know your reason for that.
You gonna change the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America? First of all, they don't even sound right.
You don't.
Let's just start there.
Maybe we need to move on into our main topic, guys, because they getting a little heated up here.
Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. We love you, Donald Trump. We love you, Donald. ¿Qué pasó, Donald Trump?
Oh my goodness.
Presidente Donald Trump.
You are so silly, man. Oh,
so y'all, what is our main topic, y'all?
The main topic
is work bullying. I know we didn't all experience that to some type of capacity.
Really?
Work bullying.
we just got you talking about it.
Yeah. he bullying the world, not even the country.
Yes.
No, he the world bully.
So I gotta ask y'all a question before we move that. If Putin and you put Putin and Trump in the ring, who win the fight?
Shit, I don't even know.
Putin is a killer.
Putin will probably win, but
do you know that? I'm talking about Putin is a trained
he
killer.
was in the KGB.
I don't know that,
He's in the KGB.
Because Trump is a narcissist, Putin will probably tear him into pieces, but Trump would still run up out of there talking about, I won. I won.
It wasn't fair. It wasn't a fair fight. It's all politics. You know that. You know,
and it's the media.
Yeah,
the media helped him.
Fake news. But anyway, yeah, I think Putin. So what about the other presidents? So president, you know, I feel like don't drag us all into no war or nothing like that. Trump, if you want to fight, just let's get a ring. I'll buy tickets. And we're gonna go to the MGM and just let y'all go ahead and fight it out. You and any president you want.
Yeah, he's a straight bully. Yes, that's exactly what he's doing, is bullying everybody.
Well, y'all ain't dragging us back into Trump. Anika tried to drag us out. Y'all pulled us right back into Trump. We talking about work bullying on the everyday job.
He's a bully. I said he's a bully.
But I have to read what they saying before we go.
Oh, okay.
So it say, no, this man is a straight crook, a convicted felon. So what do we expect? He told you all he wanted to be a dictator, a king. He wanted to be a king. That's what Reverend Mosley said. Sean said, y'all president lost his everlasting mind. The U.S. will have no allies once he's done. We have nobody on our side again. It'll be us against the world. Man, that's like that puppy love. You know, when you feel like us against the world. Yeah. That's what he oh Jesus. So I'm just saying that. So let's move on to the work bullying, y'all. So how many of y'all know about work bullying? Most work bullying snitches too.
Oh man,
I've experienced that before. I've experienced that on the jobs that I've had, and and you know what? I'm not gonna make this a race issue, but I'm just telling the truth. I've never had the bulk of my issues that I've ever had at work was from African American people. I rarely ever have issues with white people, any other races. It's always my own. And I think that is so sad. It's always catty. It's always catty black women.
It's not mine.
It's all like, to me, I can, and again, we're not making this a race issue. I'm just speaking my truth. I ain't gonna say the truth, but it's my truth. Like, I can work with a white woman, we vibe just fine. Baby, get on there with another sister. Oh, it's a problem. It's the problem. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I get along well with black women.
I don't know if it's because
a power type thing.
It's a power. But you know what? To me, if rules and boundaries are established, baby, I will follow them. Like, to me, if I know that I'm coming in as an employee, you're my boss, baby, listen, I don't I'm not finna try to overplay my role. Whatever my salary grade is, that's how I'm gonna act on this 9 to 5 or whatever my hours is. I'm not gonna act above my pay grade. So if you're my boss, then you're my boss. But I don't need to, at the same time, because you're my boss, you're not gonna disrespect me either. But I'm gonna respect you and I'm gonna give you your due diligence as far as my respect. I'm gonna honor you as my boss, show up on time, do what you ask me to do. But that doesn't in turn give you permission to talk crazy or demean or talk down. And again, whenever I've experienced it, which wasn't a whole lot, but whenever I did, it was always from other Black people. And I don't understand that.
Well, you know,
Keitra says work bullies are miserable people, bring their problems to work. Jealousy, mess, envy, just horrible.
I'm gonna tell you about those work bullies. Most time work bullies trying to come to work running everything because they don't run nothing at home. They can't run home. Their husband treating them bad, the children acting the fool, so they come to work and try to bully you because they don't run nothing at home. And that's why I tell people I got too much stuff to run at home, so I ain't trying to run nothing up in there. Y'all can have it.
I'm not gonna act above my pay grade. Like, to me, I'm here to do a job. And once that job is done, I'm out of there. Like, I'm not here now. When I run my own production company, okay, I gotta have my hands all up in there. That's my stuff.
Yeah.
But when I'm on somebody else's time, I'm here to do my job from the time that I clock in to the time I clock out. Like, that's always been my mentality. But it's always issues when I'm dealing with my own people. And again, I'm the type that's going to do my work, but at the same time, you're not going to talk to me crazy. You're going to respect me. And I think that kind of turns into an issue because a lot of people have issues with strong-minded people. I'm strong-minded, although I know you're my boss. I can be strong-minded and still respect you. But I guess a lot of people, they want you to play dumb or they want you to dumb yourself down to stroke their egos or whatever the case may be. And again, I've mainly experienced that with our own people.
Well, my case has been different. It's always other people. I work well. Yeah, they always, and they don't tell me, but they play it in my face and they tell behind my back. They go and tell like the big man on me. But you know, God always showed me, and I'm always, faking them out. But anyway, Keisha Harris said, "Don't get mad at me for doing what I am supposed to do because you are not doing your job and don't know your job. So now you want to be a bully." No. And that's a lot of times. Do y'all notice that most times the person that's acting a fool the most on the job is the one who always get fired, and what they get fired about your mouth is like, I can't believe it. Them the ones that stealing, embezzling, doing everything under the sun. They had this guy, he was a supervisor, just recently and he was embezzling people money, at the company he was in, and they normally are the ones that your mouth is a gate because you can't believe that they did it, but they're the ones that's bullying and causing all the friction on the job.
But now sometimes it ain't always like managers that's doing the bullying. Sometimes managers bosses get bullied too.
Yeah, and some of them, they get bullied by somebody that's telling them everything. They want to really run it, but they use the boss. And I hate those people. Those are the ones that go back and tell. So you got the boss, and then you got the people under them telling the boss what to do all the time. I don't like that.
I've had a situation where, like, I was new on the job, and it was a new program that they built on the job. And basically, they just kind of threw me to the wolves. The Black people just kind of threw me to the wolves. Like, they knew I was new. They knew that the program was new, and they just kind of threw me to the wolves. They sending me all out to the field to, try to, sell this product. And I'm sitting up here like, now y'all know y'all ain't trained me. No proper training. Is almost like this attitude, like, well, nobody trained me. I had to learn it on my own. And I'm like, okay, that's just like, again, generations. Just because that may have been what you had to go through, you didn't like it. So don't make the other person have to go through what you've been through because you know that you didn't like how that felt.
That's mean.
Help the other person. Like, I would never, just because I was treated a certain way and I see a new kid on the block, although I may have not been properly trained, but I may know what I'm doing now. I'm gonna do all I can to help this other person because I don't want them to experience what I experienced.
And then they be the ones that are going to tell on you for doing it wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm a direct result of you.
Yeah.
If I feel like if there's a bad employee, then there's bad people training them. Because if they don't know their job, it's because of you.
Yeah.
And sometimes
Because normally on the jobs that I've had, I was the one doing the training, and I know I'm a good trainer, and I'm not just bragging on myself. I tell you what to do from step to step. I write steps down for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you keep making mistakes, it's because you're not reading what I wrote down.
Right. So Edie Perry says some people execute power and grace, and it's just part of their character. This can cause other people to treat them as if they are less than comparable because it's intimidating to them.
But I want to go back to what Anika said.
That's good.
You done it correctly.
Yeah,
but you have some people out there that don't even do half as much as you do to train people. I was in a situation one time. It told me to just, well, I'm an accountant, right, by trade. So I do a lot of journal entries, right? I said this particular job. They tell me, then they give me no training. They just told me, look at last month's journal entry and go back there.
Train yourself.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, ask. I'm like,
oh, that's what they do now.
I'm like, what you mean? Ask a question.
They don't have the money to be paying trainers.
Oh,
you have to
learn your own job.
See, but they don't have to pay trainer. That's the
you got to
supervisor or the manager's job to train the person up under them.
Oh, baby, I've had
had
some ridiculous jobs. Like they will sit up there and think that they would think that they're actually training you if they just give you a manual.
Yeah,
that's just like a kid. Okay, you got a 4-year-old that don't know how to read, but you're just gonna hand them a book, but they don't know how to read. You got to sit there, you got to go through that book with them. Okay, now I know how to read, but don't just give me no manual of a job that I've never done before. No, you're supposed to go through this book with me. Yeah, I can read it, but how I understand it and how it's supposed to be done may be two different things. You're supposed to go through that book with me. Giving me a book is not training me. Giving me a book is giving me a book. That has been done to me. That has been done, and I just want to let all these jobs know that giving a manual without actually going through the manual is not training.
Yeah, because you know,
it's not because I've had that done. I've had that done like 3-4 jobs ago that was done to me. And I'm just sitting up here like, and I'm being treated like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. No, but y'all didn't teach me.
But they have people that would deliberately teach you wrong.
Oh yeah,
because they want to get you in trouble. Because they want you to get in trouble because and then sometimes they want you to get in trouble because they don't want you to come in and overachieve because they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And if you come in doing what you're supposed to do, then you're gonna put the stakes up. The work quality is on the raise. So they want you to be low with them. And if you do overachieve and do more or whatever, then they saying you kissing the butt or the white man butt or this. I ain't gonna do nothing. They trying to encourage you to stay on a low vibration and low level of your work. So you have to know like when you train with this person and you've gotten all you can get. Once you get to know people, move on to go find the ones that's doing it the best.
Man, Tip, and that's so funny you say that too, because I had an experience too where I'm telling you, all this experience coming from one job, but it's just kind of like just coming together. But anyway,
what you say that job was?
I ain't gonna say it. Anyway, it was okay. So the black people didn't want to train me, right? So they get mad because I reach out to other people to get help.
That's crazy.
Why you get mad?
Yeah.
They get mad because I reached out to another department to help me.
You went over their head.
I didn't go. No, I went to them. So I followed the chain of command. I went to them first, and they did not want to help. So then I went to another source and got some help. And I'm just like, okay, would you rather me do my job or just sit here and
not know
and not know and not do my job? And then another form of bullying that I experienced is because these same people. Baby, we was out in the office together. I shared the office with my boss and another coworker. She got mad because I told her boss that she wasn't training me. And she stopped buying me breakfast and would still buy the other girl breakfast. And again, it's her money. She could do whatever she want to do, but it's rude. Right. It is so rude. Yeah. So she wasn't obligated. So I'm not going to say she was wrong, but it was so rude. Because, and I'm knowing the reason why you mad because I told your boss you weren't training me, but your boss is expecting me to know all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, no. So giving a manual, giving employees manuals is not training. You need to hire a training staff to train your employees.
Which is the supervisor.
Man. Yes.
Because the supervisor should know this. Because you're working with some supervisors don't know more than you.
So, because most manuals, they don't it's been my experience that it's more things that's added on that's not in those manuals. Like some
They don't
that's
be
not new.
updated.
Yeah, something
They
that's
don't be
not new.
updated.
Something that makes it easier to do the job that you don't know
or to keep them out of trouble.
Yeah,
the manuals to keep them out of trouble. But it don't necessarily be the right way to do it. It's just to keep the company.
I'm just gonna give you a manual, but again, that's like giving a 4-year-old a book who has never been taught to read. You can't just give that 4-year-old that book. You got to read it to them, or you got to go through it with them. Come on now.
So how do you deal with a work bully?
Punch them in the
face. You baby, start documenting, start getting you a paper trail.
That's one.
Paper trail.
You know I got my list for Sean. You ain't saying this
I'm because everybody know you got that list over there.
Paper trail.
Address a bully directly. Let them know that in a nice voice, I statements to express your concerns. I feel uncomfortable when you do this. Document everything, like she said.
Paper trail.
Seek support. Report to HR or management. Know your rights and focus on self-care.
Get a paper trail going. Like, to me, okay, so like the first sign of like you feel like it's getting hostile, no longer correspond with them verbally. Do everything via email. Everything needs to be in writing via email so that you have proper documentation of what was said, what was not said, so that it can only be facts driven, not based on, oh, I think they were yelling at me, or no, everything is in this email and it can be proven and it can be seen. Like paper trail, and then go up the proper training commands. Okay, contact their boss, your boss, get HR involved, get the employee relations involved, get paper trail.
But I'm gonna take the step further. Suppose you go up the trail, like report to HR, and then they end up like telling your business or whatever, because that's supposed to be confidential. So then what would you do?
That could be a case.
You can contact the Department of Labor because they didn't messed up. Yeah, that's
violation.
HIPAA law.
Because that's causing a hostile work environment.
Yeah.
That's true. Keisha said there should be an anonymous line to call on most jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, they have ELC right there, 1919 Smith. If but everything you're supposed to say is supposed to have an inner office communication where it just stays there.
So let me ask y'all this, because a lot of people work from home. So how do you think remote work has affected workplace bullying?
Well,
I don't know. You don't want to work from home. Tell us.
On one of my last jobs, I did hybrid, where I worked from home some days of the week, and then I would go in some days of the week. But I would say people probably have become more bold because you're not face to face. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be twofold. It could be they've gotten more bold, or maybe it's not as stressful because you're not there.
Yeah.
So
do you see more bullying at home or at work?
Probably both.
Oh, the same?
Because remote bullying is like cyber bullying through emails and social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they both affect you the same way.
Yeah, they do.
So what about bullying in your, like as an artist? What is some type of ways as an actor that you can be bullied?
I feel like and I know that this is something we've all talked about before, but we put it into this type of context. Like, so you work with me before, but because I don't like the fact that you're working with other people, I'm never going to cast you again, or I'm gonna that type of stuff. It's like I try to railroad your success, or
own your success.
Yeah, I try to mop this my people, or this is my this, my that.
Yeah.
Oh my God! If somebody say that to me one more time, my people,
you don't own nobody.
They slave owners now.
Go ahead and say it, nigga.
It just makes me upset when people be like, my people, you're not using my people. My people, you don't own people. Are you paying my bills?
Oh, you have manager?
Yours.
I thought you were gonna use some cuss words. That's what I was waiting on.
Do you have? Do you see any ring on his finger, Eddie? Do you see any rings on his finger? You know, you don't see no wrinkles
Oh,
on my
man.
fingers. You don't own my talent. God gave me this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you my manager or are you my agent? Like if you're not a manager, if you're not an agent,
Did I ask you to
Yeah.
govern my talent? I didn't ask you that.
you know, you don't get to say that. So I think that's definitely a form of bullying.
She's stealing my people.
My people.
My people.
I don't like nobody else using my cast. No, bruh.
It's a slave. I
Okay,
mean,
y'all can continue to do, but just don't say that around me. I don't like it. Don't do it. Don't say it around me. Don't say
Yeah.
my. Please stop saying that around me, okay?
Man, please.
and my thing is, if the person want to go and work with a new people, then let them do it. Let them do. They need that experience.
Yeah.
Sometimes when they get out there, they'll realize they like working with you better.
You know, and it's good to work with different productions.
Yes.
Right.
You know, to get the experience in acting, because one production is not the same.
No.
Every production I've been on has been different.
It's been different,
You know,
which it should be.
Yeah.
And different
And you want
opportunities.
different opportunities, different experiences.
Mhm.
Andrew Taylor said, "No one owns anyone.
That's
People
right.
have the right to work with whomever,"
Yeah.
and that's so absolutely true.
Exactly. So y'all listen carefully, Houston. Listen carefully, and everybody else too.
Nobody, you don't have the
Don't own
right
nobody,
to claim
please.
nobody. Like
Somebody
no.
come in your little group and on your platform, and they're good, and then you want to keep them all for you. I mean, no.
Now, if you look now, if you paying them Tyler Perry type money, then
Yeah.
I might be. If you pay me that, then I'll be like, yeah, you can use me anytime you want to use me.
Yeah.
I don't think it's happening here. in
I was about to say that you can contract me anytime.
No, that's we need to get out of that, and that is definitely a form of bullying. You know, basically, oh, I'm going to treat you differently because you're using my people, or you went to go work with somebody that I don't like. Like, no.
Giving me an ultimatum.
No,
You know that I can't work with these people. That you know.
you don't tell
don't
me who I
work
can
with
work
me.
with.
You know that's sad. That's sick. That's sick. That is a narcissistic personality. You know, just a horrible personality to have. You know, I don't want to be the one to clip anybody's wing.
Mm-mm.
You know, and I'm not saying that, you know, my project's any better than anybody else's. And God forbid if you think yours, you ain't seen all productions to grade yours against somebody else. You've seen 1 or 2, 3 different people. That's not everybody production. Go to more than that. Go to the alley. Go to ensemble.
Get out of this little group of everybody that everybody know, and go and look at other stuff. Go to the it start with an H. Go to the hobby
Yeah.
center.
Yeah.
Reverend Moses said that the movie industry is full of haters, especially YT executive. They have the power, and they still, and he said the power, and they still look at us like slaves in their eyes. That's the bottom line. Andrew say, Vashawn, you can work with Tiffany. He said you can't work with Tiffany anymore. You can't come back, and you can't come back to OSB.
Oh man, Dr. Angie, know she off the chain.
You feel bullied?
Yeah, she always bullying me
Oh, Andrew, you be bullying folks
You be bullying Theo.
all the time. You bully.
next time. Beat them. But I don't. You know, like if somebody asks me their opinion about something, and I feel like if I want to give it to them, I will.
Yeah, me too.
But
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like I'm gonna tell you the truth, and yeah, you do whatever you want to do with it. Like I'm not gonna, yeah. But yeah, no, work bullying is not cool. It's really not. I've been the victim of it a couple of times, and I've had to overcome it.
Mhm.
And it's just not cool.
You know, what I don't understand is why, you know, most of the bullying. I never been bullied in the workforce, but I know people who have, because you know, most co-workers talk. I don't understand why it be the black folks that's in higher positions that always bullying folks, like keeping them down or don't train them a certain way.
They like they ain't used to nothing. They ain't used to no power.
Keep
Abusing
giving
their
them
power.
stuff.
That's
You know,
what it is.
And I may not
Overwork.
have a lot of stuff to say about this with y'all because I've been in law enforcement for 35 years, and it's totally different from us. You know, we gotta be trained.
Yeah.
I mean, you want your partner to be good because if something pop off,
Yeah.
you know,
And life and death.
we want each other to be good. You know,
Right.
we gonna, you know, hey, playing the what if game all day. What if somebody come to this door? What if somebody come to that door? What if somebody come? You know, so we playing those games. So it's kind of different from us. We don't have that, but we do have the ones that that do everything good, and they kind of bully the people that's struggling. You know, like, hey, I'm 54 years old. So no, I don't shoot like I used to shoot when I was 24.
Right.
Yeah.
But don't come in because you 24 trying to bully me because I got a few aches and pains. I've been through it. You probably never go through what I've been through. Because as time progress, they get from the past and the things that has happened, they have better things, better security minded things. They, CCC cameras and bells and whistles and alarms that we didn't have. We was just on our feet. We just had to use our senses that God gave us back in the day.
Yeah.
Now, and then you want to compare, and it's no comparison. Yeah.
Yeah, we have Shonda Washington says a lot of times it's fear that someone else is smarter and they are trying to prove themselves. Yep. So I'm ashamed you because I'm ashamed you so that the attention can stay on me, so that they won't look at you as being better than me,
Right.
sort of thing.
They got people that'll compete with you silently, but I know, I watch people compete with me all the time, and I see what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And
but you don't say nothing. But
I don't say nothing until I keep my paper trail. I keep my boom for when you get ready to boom. I'm a bang. But then again, go ahead and just pray though. Like you said, every day when you go to work, pray that God will keep your eyes open, keep you from all hurt, harm, and danger, sickness, disease, and affliction. That's my prayer that I pray that we all come home the way we left. And that's all my thing is. There's no competing with nobody. We all get the same check. So what is you competing for?
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's like, you're at that job for whatever reason, and you're at that job to serve a purpose. Do your job. Don't worry about nobody else, as long as they're not interfering with you getting your job done. As long as they're not disrespecting you. To me, it's really that simple.
You said a mouthful right there.
It's really that simple.
What they got? What this have to do with me? Oh, she over there eating cake at her desk.
So
I know, right?
You want a piece?
Yeah.
You want a piece? It's got X-Lax in it.
That's like
that's just jealousy.
Yeah,
I don't even get myself involved.
They have
I work
some
with children
people,
now.
They have some people that would tell every single thing you do. They find something wrong with everything. If you're too nice, if you're too mean, if you stay seated, if you stand up, they always upset.
But you know what?
Back and forth in the bathroom.
You know what?
What they got to do with you?
I never thought I would be so excited to work with children because everything you just say, that's what children do all day. They tell on each other, but you know what? They children, that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I can deal with that working with children. I can deal with little tattletales. I can't deal with grown tattletales.
Yeah.
I can't deal with you. You supposed to be over there doing your job, and you over here worried about what I'm doing, and you the work snitch.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that. Like, do your job.
Yeah, please.
Every job always have one snitch.
Yeah.
Running wild.
You be watching people snitch.
Yeah, I'm out. Hey, look,
But
look,
it's the one. But it's the one that ain't doing nothing.
y'all can just call me Pearl. You remember Pearl on 227 to be hanging out with being nose? That's me.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize I was this nosy until a few years ago. But yeah, I am nosy. I'm always listening to what's going on
But
around
you
the
ain't
office.
talking.
No, I ain't saying nothing. But to myself, like, yeah, I heard.
I know whatever the cleaning ladies. Well, I know what she doing. I know what they all doing. Ain't my business. That's above my pay grade.
I don't care. Like, I don't
work in
care.
internal affairs.
Yeah.
And I even tell them children, listen, is whatever they got going on, is they interfering with you? Is they cutting their paper? Is they messing up your paper? Okay, you focus on your paper and they focus on theirs.
Yeah.
Don't bother that person. You don't bother them.
That's good right there.
It's like, Lord have mercy.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Collins.
Oh my God. It's just, but you know what? Because I know they're children, I can take it. I can take it from adults.
And I pray that people that are out here, Brother Moses said that's the right thing to do, to pray about every situation when you're going to work. And he said a lot of time when Black people get in power, they do tend to go overboard, overdo things. So my thing of it, if it's somebody out there, if it's somebody at this table on this panel that's being bullied at work, and that's not good. That is really a EEOC matter, and they will handle that. And EEOC will run a full investigation on whatever you bring to them, and those people will never be able to bother you again. So if something like that, and somebody's causing a hostile work environment, defamating your character, making you, feel in any type of way, then there are steps that you can take outside of your job.
Yeah.
And they will come in and run a full investigation on your job. And I guarantee you, when they call them one by one in that office, and it's a government entity, you'll see how they get some act right. So just know that you have tools. And if you don't know, ask me. I'll let you know. We got somebody say, Michelle Sharp say, snitches get stitches.
And I just don't be understanding that. Like, to me, you at this place 8 hours a day. It's just like, why you just can't stay in your lane?
Mind your business.
Do the job mind the business that pays you. Like, I don't care. I don't care about what's going on in nobody else's classroom. Now, if your kids come over here disrupting my kids, then I got a problem. Because now you done made it my business. Yeah. But if it's over there and the teacher over there handling it, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing unless the teacher asks me for my assistance. Then that's when I insert myself into it. But if that don't have nothing to do with me, I don't automatically insert myself in nothing. I just don't. People got to learn how to stay in their lane and stay within your pay grade and mind your business.
Mind your business. Mind your business. By Cole Rose. Y'all listen, people are struggling enough. And the last thing they need is to be dealing with you and your mess. You don't know if this the only place people get a peace of mind is at work. You don't know what they're going through at home. They could be getting beat. They can be going through hell. And then, don't let people live in hell. Then got to come work in hell. And then probably die and go to hell. I'm just kidding. But anyway, it's like too much hell. Be a light to somebody. Be that spark. Should lead by example. If somebody's not doing something right, don't go and talk about them. Go over there and help them. You don't have a right to talk about somebody if you ain't never helped them. And don't just anticipate for people to fall in holes. My mom used to always say, when you dig one hole for somebody,
dig two
for yourself.
Yeah.
So make sure you are not that person. Make sure you're not the bully on your job. You ain't the snitch on your job unless you're getting paid for it. And then if you tell them to give you extra money to be internal fast. If not, just like she said, mind your business that pay you. That's a good one right there. And so we got right here. I didn't know you are a teacher, Tiff.
Who was that?
Michelle Sharp.
Yep. I'm a teacher.
And Jared Mosley said, I'm with Miss Sharp. Snitches get stitches. Well, we know about you, Reverend. We know you fighting, Reverend.
That's the fighting pastor.
Yeah. So we were running to the end of our hours. Anybody want to close something out on bullying? Just wishing you a fair bid.
I just want to say, stop bullying, period. Like, I mean, the subject was work bullying, but if you a bully, period, in your personal life, or just ask yourself, what am I getting out of this? And if I'm bullying, like, if I was to do this to somebody who I know that would stand up to me, what would the outcome be? This person that I'm bullying, if I was to do that same thing to somebody who I know would stand up to me, what would the outcome be?
Or your child.
Ask yourself.
A lot of times, some things we, our children suffer from the things that we do. So put some good deeds in there so you can reap, so you can, sow some good stuff in the air, so that you can get some good things in return. Because it doesn't always have to be you, the one who's gonna sow good things. Well, don't you want your mother and your father and your children, your family to sow things? Let some things that you put in the atmosphere come back on your family. You don't want nobody to do that to your family, kid. It's no fun when the rabbit got the gun. So just remember that.
Yeah. Those are great nuggets.
Nigga, you next, right? I'm letting the ladies go first,
Just do whatever you can to try to prevent bullying, and just put yourself in other people's shoes. How would you feel if somebody was doing that same stuff to you?
That is great advice right there.
That's
people don't think about that.
They don't.
They just do.
Yeah.
But you got to see that it's a spirit that's working in behind you.
Yeah.
And you got to see what kind of spirit that is before you go running telling somebody, say, what spirit this is that's working through me right now. Are you letting the devil use you every day at work? Quit letting the devil use you, make you like a fool at work. And then, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be the one in trouble. People get tired of you telling them stuff all the time. People do get tired of you. Reverend Moses said, yes, my stepmother was one of these employees catching hell at home. My father was bullied. I loved him, but he was a bully.
Yes,
So
indeed.
he said his stepmama was one of the people that was
That
dealing
was
with that.
Mhm.
You know, some women at home not getting treated right and stuff like that. And then they got to go with you at work. And then when somebody,
It's just too much.
yes, too
Yeah,
much.
mhm.
You know, quit making life difficult for people.
Exactly. And and I want to leave our audience is
Mhm.
to Black people, my people.
Mm-hmm.
No, stop being negative towards other Black folks in the workforce. I mean, it's hard enough for us as the Black people to even get a job,
Yeah.
and for other Black people to negatively put another Black person down or just do anything to sabotage that person. Man, it's not right. It's not cool.
Yeah.
So please, Black folks, stop doing that and just build each other up in the workforce, man, so we can take back this country.
Mhm.
In
Yeah.
peace.
Yeah.
In peace.
And Michelle Shaw say, I despise bullies. Really, these people are hurting on the inside. You know the saying, hurt people.
Hurt
people.
people.
And we're going to live on that note. Thank you,
Hurt people,
Michelle.
hurt people.
So let's
Yes,
stop hurting one
indeed.
another and let's start loving one another, y'all.
Yes.
And it's okay to beat up bullies.
Yes, indeed.
I'll be
Well,
good with
listen,
it.
y'all, we love
Me too.
y'all. And we are going to spread nothing but love. We don't bully, we love over here,
Yes,
y'all.
Lord.
So listen,
Exactly.
we will be right back here next Monday, same time, same place. Till next time, we love y'all.
And smile while you still got teeth, y'all.
Cheese.